Welcome to the Ready to Love After Show. So each Friday, we bring in lunch with some of the big moments from last week's episode of Ready to Love. And for the audience just joining us, hey, keep the conversation going in the chat room to your right. Without further ado, let's get started. All right, well, in this clip, LaRon wants to lay down some ground rules and point out behaviors that he's been seeing with the group. He wants people to stop being so salty when someone talks to their connection. Let's take a look.
Let me lounge in Maya's room.
Y'all can chill.
William?
Huh?
Did you hear? I mean, this is a king, you know, if you want to.
I mean, we gonna be partying over here.
I'll excuse myself, and you and Maya can have a long time.
Y'all have a little chit chat.
Oh my God.
And figure out what y'all gonna do.
Because I know she gonna be in here twerking.
Oh,
Not in here, I'm gonna be out there twerking. So everybody.
you know they have you out there twerking.
If I win, you gotta take a shot.
And what if I win?
I'll take a shot.
Bet. Easy.
Wait, hold on.
It's too easy.
What?
To me spanking you.
Oh my God.
You gonna get in the water?
Absolutely not. I'm scared. No.
Why? I know it's green. It look like it's a
Well,
bunch
not
of
only is it
alligators.
green, your girl cannot swim.
You not gonna get on the unicorn?
Oh, hell no.
Come
unicorn.
on, y'all gotta get on the unicorn.
It's cute, but it's not even sturdy enough
I
for
wonder,
me.
can I tie it to the jet ski and we can ride?
Oh my
That's how
gosh.
you do it. I feel like that's feasible.
And it's real floppy. We need some sturdiness like the jet ski
It looks
itself.
deep. It looks like you have a little crease in there where you won't fall
God.
out.
Yeah, so then when you start speeding with the jet ski and she gets a
I wish
flop.
y'all ladies get in the water. We don't have no pool. You don't see
We
no
don't.
pool
I
over
thought
here.
there was a pool. There's not a pool.
The energy a little off to me. I don't know if anybody else feel it. You know, I definitely don't want to step on nobody's toes. That that's
No, there's no stepping on toes, right?
Right.
We all here, we all in this process.
Right.
All right, so let's do this.
Yeah,
Boom.
we'll grab everybody.
Grab everybody. I'm gonna try to gather a little group meeting. Just lay down some ground rules. I just want this to be a fun trip. I don't need anyone getting jealous because if someone's talking to their connection. I don't need anyone making backroom deals. And I'm gonna address it. I just want to point out a few behaviors that I've been seeing. We need to nip this in the bud. Nobody's married to anybody in here, right? So no more getting salty if you see somebody talking to your connection. Like, none of that. Next, there should not be any secret alliances going on. People telling people who to eliminate. People telling people who to save based off of, whatever situation you got going on. This is all basically about connections, right? To be honest, the reason why I held the meeting is because William was part of the conspiracy to eliminate Mika and Koshia.
Which one of these ladies just isn't ready to love?
Mika today.
Coach, is dope. Like, not necessarily dating-wise.
In a romantic way.
Yeah.
Koshia, I don't think we share the same values.
I thought we got rid of that with Will and Alexis. I just wanted to clear the air and make sure we had some set guidelines, and that's it.
Was there an alliance or something going on?
I wouldn't say alliance. So look,
what's up?
Who's in a group chat?
Hold on. It started with Will. He decided that Mika and Koshia had to go. He worked with Dom, William.
Whoa.
Y'all were a part of that conspiracy,
No.
That's
because
why I was told you I flipped out. I don't know
The
if y'all
question
saw
that
me.
was asked.
I have the messages, bro. You cannot sit there and tell me that it didn't happen when I literally have the messages.
No,
where it
because
says,
after that-
says, I'm getting LaRon's fiance out. Cole has to go.
I didn't say that.
That was in text messages?
Yes.
No.
Get the
I am definitely shocked to hear that William is a part of this whole group text thing. But I really appreciate LaRon for stepping up and calling this meeting, just to get everything out on the table.
Hold on. Will came to the men, it was like the girls are dogging y'all. We got defensive and we was like, oh, hell no, you know what I'm saying? And then it went around and made it seem like everybody was like plotting and conspiring against each other. But what I'm saying is, without context, it looks worse than what it really is.
But that's still not right, bro. You should not be conspiring with people to get people out.
LaRon calling this meeting and calling me out, I definitely feel like he had an ulterior motive. He's mentioned to me that he doesn't really feel like he has a connection, so I know he's definitely worried about going home.
Y'all always saying, who we sending home? That should not have been a thing.
That was the first week.
It does not matter.
Y'all still conspired because
I'm not conspiring.
You followed the same plan. The plan was
I answered the
April,
question.
Hold on,
and then
can I
whoever
say
win,
something? Can I say
then
something?
Mika and Cole.
Go ahead.
This is so messy.
It is.
All right, so the point
is, no more alliances. Who you mess with is who you mess with. Who you don't, you don't. Don't get mad if
Don't
somebody...
believe bullshit from somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on your own. William was definitely one of my strongest connections, but now this new information about this messy group chat, this is definitely making me question my connection with William. How y'all let this man manipulate y'all? I'm still trying to get that in through my scalp. I'm done with it.
Oh, Mika was right. It is so messy. There's a couple things. Number one, I don't know who made LaRon nephew Tommy for this hosting of the show on this gathering. You know, I understand. I like someone who wants to get the bad energy out of the room. Let's reconvene, let's talk. That's not my problem. I'm not mad about it. Lonzo was like, let's get, if the energy feels off, let's get a group together, let's talk. Talking is okay. But LaRon went from like 0 to 1,000, which he should. Number one, I don't know who made him the puppet master of talking. I always feel like when you start doing that, your time is limited, right? Number two, he really had a connection with Koshia. So when he finds out that Will had this like, you know, I guess stabbing of her, you know, to go home behind her back, he didn't like that. So he went, his level is at level 25 right now. He's so upset. I think he should have just had the conversation with Will instead of having a conversation with everybody, because it brought in everybody that didn't need to be brought in. Also, we are on this journey to find love. We're deep into this process now where that we are at a weekend getaway. You know, nephew Tommy did a whole weekend getaway. And it is time to start seeing which connections are better. So there should be some saltiness. I'm not bitter about that. If I like you and I think that you and I are connecting, I don't want you talking to anybody else, or I might not want you connecting with anybody else. This is not where we are in the process. We are in the process of narrowing it down. So I didn't agree with him being like, don't do this, do that. Like he was just some, you know, puppet master of sorts. I didn't like that. Will, you just look shady. You know, it just looks bad. The only good point he had was that it looked like Ron was trying to save himself because he has no connection. So he's trying to conjure up this whole story. But in the end, I think Will got called out. He really couldn't, he's trying to fumble his words and try to save the day by saying, no, this wasn't me. I didn't say that, I wasn't in that. But it looks like you were. So, you know, and Maya, that's another thing too. Maya's sitting in the middle of it, saying I have a strong connection with Will. He's one of my strong connections, but she also has a connection with LaRon. So this is kind of making it the tug of war for Maya as well. So it's been interesting to watch this. You know, LaRon, great idea calling a meeting, wrong idea because I think he went left. That's me. Hear me out. There's a way to do it, right? I think that LaRon has good intentions. Like I said, calling a meeting, trying to air out all the bad juju or whatever the energy, that makes sense to me. I'm not mad about calling a meeting and getting the house together and making sure everybody's on the same page. Okay, I love LaRon's like passion for this. I love that he's trying to really find a connection and really wants to be in it. But there's a way to call somebody out. And I don't even remember, if you watch this back again, all you hear is screaming. And when people start screaming, I can't hear you. So it's almost like, there should have just been a better way to have that conversation. There could have been a better way to bring that up. There should have been a separate conversation with Will and LaRon. And maybe LaRon should have asked him, like, hey, this is what I know about you. This is the text messages I saw. This is what I think about you. I'm gonna bring it to the group and you can defend yourself. Like something like that maybe, but I think bringing it to somebody in a group setting, isolating them and then like throwing them out there or putting them under the bus, what are you supposed to do other than get defensive and get loud? There's nothing good gonna come out of that other than a fight. LaRon, I just realized that you just have an issue with everything. He takes everything so personal. He takes everything so personal. Like he thinks everything's an attack on him and it's not. And then he just lashes. And he, you know, it's interesting because that's a red flag of sorts. Like that's like an anger issue. Like he needs to like figure that out. He just speaks and just goes and just, and you know, all of that. It's like he needs to hold back and sort that out in his head. And I think his intention was okay. I'm not mad about calling a meeting. The intention was fine. It is how it was brought about. The shouting match and don't get salty when someone's trying to talk to your connection. We're not here for that. We are here to find a connection. So don't be mad if I'm talking to somebody that you're connecting with. The problem is that he's not connecting with anybody. And he's trying really hard. It just looks really bad because he's trying really hard and then he can't back it up. And then he's like, this is everybody else's fault. And it's not everybody else's fault, LaRon. You gotta internally calm down. Let's just take it 10 steps back. Calm down. I'm not a lifeguard of any sort. I would assume that you don't get anywhere near the water if you cannot swim without flotation devices. So if you have floaties on you, I think you can get in the water and you will float. Again, that's in each person's decision. I have no idea. My husband cannot swim at all, and I am like a dolphin in the water. So I understand when he's like, I'm not even going near the water at all. I'm like, but you have floaties, but you can do this. He's like, what do I look like? A grown man with some floaties on. So I guess it's just, maybe it's the look she didn't want to go for with floaties, but because she's so cute. I don't know. Also, I'm not trying to get my hair wet. They're like, well, we're not trying to get our hair wet unless it's like for real, for real. Like, I'm not trying to go take a dip in the pool just to be cute and get my hair wet if it's not going somewhere, right? I have to be invested into this relationship if we're gonna get my hair wet. Being emotional is not a red flag. Having outbursts that are charged are red flags. I like an emotional man. No, I don't want you being putty and pudding, but I like vulnerability. I like emotion. I like to see the different sides of you. That is fine. The strongest men are very emotional. That's not the problem. It's the outburst and the way that he follows through with that. That is a red flag. He is charged. He's charging people with charges. You can't, and he doesn't listen. He just keeps talking and he keeps getting louder. That's a red flag. We are never going to communicate on any level if you keep coming at me at level 10 and then go to 20. It's like we can't have a resolution. And it seems like he always has to leave the room and calm down and think about what he's done and he's sorry for it. And that's a cycle of some sort of like verbal abuse. Like, it can get further. And if you make him mad, and it's like, no one's even making him mad. He's just like doesn't like this and doesn't like that. That's not even being angry. I can only imagine what happens when he gets angry. And I'm not charging him wrong with anything. I don't know him like that. I'm just saying these are red flags, things to look at and be aware of if you're thinking about being in a relationship with someone like this. That's all. Okay, well, in this clip, Patrice and Maya fight for their room. Let's take a look.
That's what?
This is my room.
So Maya found another room that had a better view. So I made sure I drug her out of there too.
No, I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Patrice Mayweather definitely earned her room.
This one's giving boyfriend, girlfriend. Who's this? Chad.
She picked me up and took me out of the room she wanted.
This is giving boyfriend, girlfriend.
No, I gave you the other one. Patrice.
And, I was not prepared to rumble for my room.
Hey, it's shot o'clock. Let's take a shot.
You love taking shots. Where your room, upstairs?
Yeah.
You got a single room?
Of course.
You need a single room.
Yeah.
Just in case you be in there throwing up and stuff. Ain't nobody finna babysit you.
You wouldn't help me if I was throwing up?
Hell no, I'm not helping you if you was throwing up.
Where's the love?
You're not my man.
You my dog.
LaRon is cool. We can hang out, but LaRon and I don't have a romantic connection. He's more of like a friend, like maybe like a little brother. I can't do like the whole vomit and stuff, so I have somebody else come and help you.
I don't throw up, girl. I'm a professional. You don't call me party boy for no reason, right?
Professional party boy.
Yes, sir. I'll drink to that.
I'm drinking water.
Well, I'm drinking something that's close to water. It has ice cubes in it.
Vanessa, where you gonna stay? I don't care. I like this one. And they have a shower in here.
Wait, first of all, I love how Vanessa's just so checked out of this whole situation because she cannot figure out Chad right now at this point. I love that. And I love how Jamaica puts LaRon in his place every single time. She's like, there's not even a connection to even try. So I'm just gonna let you know right now, I'm not here to babysit you at all. He cracks me up. LaRon is definitely a party boy. But Maya and Patrice always gets what she wants. I don't know if y'all clocking that game. But Patrice is slick side, always getting what she wants, and I like it. She's like a sexy, like stealthy, that's like the word, snake, but not like snake in a bad way, but like she just moves so differently, and girl gets what she wants, and she got a room. There you go. Maya was like, I'm not trying to deal with Patrice Mayweather. That's hilarious. About over a room. She wanted the room, she got it. Hey, girl gets what she wants. I like it. What I do love about, even watching this, like The Getaway, I do love how the women are all like sisters and they're all in it. And you don't see that in shows. The women are fighting and they're just like not connected. I really like to see this season of Ready to Love. The girls are really cool, really solid, really mature, ready to love, and have formed this like bond and this sisterhood. And you can see it even with the fight, the play fight. It's like, Maya was like, girl, go ahead, take that room. I'm not willing to fight with you about it. You know, it was just kind of playful, but like a sisterly fight, which I love. So I do love the women on the season. They came ready to love, they came ready to like form friendships, you can tell. A party boy could be committed to the process, to a woman, to whatever he wants to do when the right one comes around. The end. End of that story. You know, LaRon would change for the right person. And I say change because the change that needs to happen is if we're in a relationship, you cannot be a party boy, unless I'm a party girl and we're partying together, I guess. But I do feel like a man will change his ways and want to be home and be better and be surrounded by like just groundingness if the right woman came around. So I think LaRon has not found his woman yet, unfortunately. I know he has connections, but I feel like he just still has a little more growing to do, self-reflection on his side. It sounds like I don't like LaRon, but I do. I just think I see potential in him as far as like I think he should just watch himself back. If he watches himself back, like I'm interested to see what he thinks about watching himself this season. Because he probably picked up a lot of things he didn't know he was doing. Mika is hilarious. Mika got grown kids. She has a connection, you know, forming right now with Justin, and she is just not here for LaRon's BS. I mean, I don't think she said that in a mean way, and I think she even meant it. I think she was saying this in a joking way, like, boy, don't come over here. I'm not gonna try to save you if you wanna go down that road. Because LaRon puts himself in situations where he would do that, and then he would need somebody to help him. And Mika's like, I am not here to help you. You better find somebody else that can do that for you. I am not that girl. Thanks everyone for joining us on Ready to Love After Show. Tune in next week and be sure to subscribe to the OWN YouTube channel and follow me, Tamika, on Instagram. See you next week.